Good morning all, hope you're all well. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Let's get on with the average then. So 14 crosses submitted this week, which is good. Gives us a good chance of an average. And look at that spread. That's a nice little spread. That is almost one big cluster. What I'm going to do first thing though is that cross on the right hand side. I added that this morning. That was the last cross I added. I'm going to remove that in my role as chief judge because it's miles away from the cluster, and also for the winning cross to be there, that would mean that some of the judges would have to have gone even further to the right, and I just can't see that happening. So I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to draw some lines for these players and see what's happening here, see if they make sense. So we've got, actually it's quite a narrow band, isn't it, to be fair. It's not sure if I'm using the right eyes here first, but that's quite a narrow band from him. It'd be a lot tighter if it wasn't for that sort of slight one on the left but there. So let's have a look at this guy in white. What's he doing? Wider band from him, as you'd expect, because he's further away, isn't he? Quite a distance away there. So it is getting exponentially wider as it goes further away. But that's a cracking little cluster, that, and it's about what we expected. So that'll leave 13 crosses. Let's have a look at the average for that little cluster there. So the average scores and adores are 2911,853. And that makes perfect sense to me because, let me look where mine was. The one I done on Tuesday, which is, let's see if I can make it flash. There we go. By hovering over my ticket and off again. So that's mine there. And the more I've looked at it this week, the more I thought, actually, I think it's further to the right and up slightly, which turns out now exactly where the average has gone. So I'm going to move mine up nearer the average because I generally think it would be around there. Now, the average hasn't been too good the last couple of weeks, but normally, most of the time, it's in the zone 1 area. So it is to be normally trusted. And I think this week, as we got such a tight cluster of 13 crosses, that's a good average. I'm going to address something as well. There's regularly people come up with, you should do it this way, you should do it that way, and they're all valid comments. I've got no issue with that. But somebody said this week, you should use an extension, or you should use a ruler on a screen to be able to see, which direction they're looking and stuff like that. And that's all very well. That's a valid comment, but it would only make sense if all the judges are doing exactly the same as you. Otherwise, it's pointless you doing it. And the whole point of this is not where we think it is, it's where we think the judges are going to put their average cross. And we know they'll go all over the place, so the average could be anywhere. So it's sort of pointless doing a particular method as such, because unless 8 judges are doing exactly the same as you, it really doesn't make any sense. But nearly all the suggestions are good suggestions, and if all the judges did the same, it would be wonderful. So let's have a look. Let me put the target on there. Let's have a look. Why do I always have trouble with this target? Is it me, or is it just... There we go. Yeah, that looks feasible. It makes sense to me. We could be looking at that. Right, so that's where we are this week then. I'll put the number up in a little panel on there. In fact, it's probably been up there for the last minute while I've been talking to you. What else we got going on this week? Right, the usual Autotrader, win an electric car. We're on the 2nd of the month, so it's a new car this month. Free electric car giveaway. This month it's a Tesla Model Y long range worth £49,350. Enter for free. You know the score. We do this every month. Just put your first and your last name in there and your email address and put a tick that you're over 17 in there. But also, this week, this month, they're doing this. This month, you can also enter to win a Rally Motors Grand Tour electric bike giveaway now. I don't know if they're going to do this every month or whether it's just this month. Who knows? But that's the same. So I've entered for that as well. I've got an electric bike, actually. I've got a folding electric bike, which I can put in the boot of my car, fits in there perfectly, and then I can just drive wherever I want to go, take it out, and off I go pedaling. Let's have a look at Revecomps, because Thursday night they put new cars on here. if there was anything I would want to play for there, personally, I mean, we've all got different tastes in cars, but if I was going to play for a car that I wanted to keep, for me, it would be that Volkswagen Tiguan there, I think. 1.5, petrol, turbo, nice car that. Tickets were £6 something, I believe. There's only 4,999 tickets. I wouldn't want the Jag. The Amarok is too big. That Abarth is about the size of a shoe. The McLaren's not such a bad deal because it's, if you've got somewhere to keep this, a garage or driveway or whatever, it comes with £30,000 cash. So it is the sort of car you could get away with keeping because you could afford to insure it and run it and at least keep it for a while, you know, just to show off a bit and then sell it. But there's also, with that one, worth noting, there's runners-up prizes. So second, third and fourth prizes on this is £5,000 each. So it might be worth a ticket for that. The other car I'd think about keeping, I think, would be the BMW 320d. That's got automatic gearbox, paddle shift. I've never driven a car with paddle shift, but I'd like to give it a go. Because it's the 2-litre diesel as well, it does 50 to 60 to the gallon, so that would be a nice little car to keep there. Good odds, 4,999. Anyway, that's it for Saturday. So let me know how you get on Tuesday, because I think a lot of us are going to be close Tuesday because there's a good cluster there, and I think a lot of us will be playing near that sort of average. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend. It looks like it's going to be a good one, and good luck, everyone.